Not gonna lie.
My name is Thembani Mwansa, and I'm here with
Jared Olguin.
Jared Olguin. Nice to meet you, Jared.
You as well.
How long have you been working in film, and what inspired you to get into film?
I've been in the film industry now for about 20 years. What kind of got me into it was back in the late 90s, basically freshman year of high school, we used to record skate videos, kind of sponsor me videos, so we'd be out recording all day, every day, editing them and sending them off for sponsorship. And that's kind of what broke me into wanting to get into something bigger with it.
What's your current role in the film industry?
I'm currently the manager of stage management for Netflix Studios. But basically what that means is I oversee the stage management team. The stage management team basically goes out onto set every day. We're kind of the boots on the ground. How it works is you're going to have a team called Client Services. They're the ones who deal with the production office. Stage management deals with mainly the crew every day, so we make sure people have their permits for anything like special effects or anything like that. We also liaison between the production and the studio itself to make sure that they have everything that they need to be successful. For me, I basically get in depending on the time, so our time schedule depends on production. So if production is here on lot, a stage manager has to be here. That can be kind of tricky sometimes with, say, 3 or 4 productions on at once with all different shooting schedules for the day. So we'll stagger our team, someone as early as 5 a.m. Sometimes it could be 24-hour days, so we could break up the day, 6 hours each, with an overlap of about 2 hours in between. So basically we'll come in, get with production, see what they have on their schedule for the day, run through it, make sure there's not anything that we need to watch out for regarding any fire effects or anything like that, or ammunition, gun play or anything like that. And then we also just make sure that base camp is set up, they have everything that they need, make sure that production, say if they have a lot of kind of loud stuff going on or a location shoot on the property, that they're not interfering with our other productions. Yeah. And then basically dealing with calls throughout the day, whether they need propane swap outs for their lifts or for any sort of fire effects that they have going on. We also deal with waste management for them. So once their their 40-yard containers get full, we'll have to call in for swap outs for that stuff. And it's, like I said, basically just anything that they need throughout the day we deal with.
Gets busy out here.
It does. It does.
What's your favorite part of your job?
I would say that my favorite part is being in being a part of film still. So my past, I was a rig electric best boy / rigging gaffer for about 18 years. Well, I worked in rig electric for 18 years. I wasn't that title for the whole 18 years. But, working 18 years in the industry with people, you kind of become family. And when you're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, you see them more than your actual family. So working here at the studio is great because I still get to interact with everyone on a daily basis. I'm not under the pressure of having a project done and a scene ready and all that stuff all the time, but I still get to be involved with it. So that's kind of that's what keeps me happy with it, is I still get to be involved. I actually grew up down south in a small town called Belen, actually just past that. Is another little town called Hadalis. It's kind of a small farm town. Grew up down there, moved to Albuquerque, I want to say in '97 for high school. And then, so I've been here my whole life. Yeah.
What's some advice you would give to people trying to break into the film industry?
I would say the biggest thing is just networking yourself. And once you actually get on a position with a crew or whatever it is, it's showing up early. it sounds funny, but literally just paying attention and doing what's asked of you goes a long way. For some reason, it is very hard for people to follow instructions. So if you can literally just pay attention, be on time, and do what you're asked, and then be eager. A lot of things, once you start working, is very repetitive. So you kind of start to notice a trend throughout the day. So it's like, all right, it's paying attention and noticing what's going to happen next and being prepared for that. So if you can kind of already know what's going to happen before it's asked of you, that's kind of the biggest thing, is just showing up, doing a good job. And the biggest thing is, like I said, networking is going to get you very far. The biggest thing as well is that word of mouth here goes far, and that's kind of how you get your jobs and everything. So as long as you're doing a great job, someone's may reach out to someone else and say, hey, how is this person as a worker? If you've done your due diligence and you're doing a great job, they're going to say that you're doing a great job. If you're not, then they're going to be honest and say, this person might not be the best fit. So it's definitely just showing up and showing up at your best.
Mm-hmm.
What mistakes do you see beginners make trying to break out in this industry?
Honestly, I think it's so, in order to work in film, not all of it, but most of it is union based. And I feel like once people get into the union, they kind of think, oh, I'm a union member and I'm covered no matter what. Well, that's not true. I've had people that I've hired in the past that they get on and they're not doing the greatest job, and I have to let them know, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be here tomorrow. And they instantly think, oh no, you can't fire me because I'm union. It doesn't work that way. You still have to show up and be your best and do your best. So I think that kind of mentality is the biggest thing that I've really seen. And to be honest, I mean, not that many people do it. Like I said, if most people who want to be in film pursue it, and so I've never really seen people that don't make it if they don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What makes you trust someone enough to recommend them for a job?
it would just be kind of like I mentioned earlier, them showing up early, being eager, paying attention, doing what's asked. Very simple, basic stuff, as long as people do that. And also a good attitude, because when you're on set for 12 to 16 hours a day, having that bad attitude can kind of spread very quickly through crew. So if people are very positive and keeping a great attitude, that's kind of a number one thing as well. So those are the things that I'd look out for whenever I recommend someone.
Closing?
No, I mean that's really the best thing you can do, is, like I said earlier, is just showing up, being your best every day, keeping a good attitude, and the biggest thing is being early.